We got a clip from.
They're not going to say J.D. Vance was lying. They're going to say, look, he's telling the truth here. That shouldn't be the law. Basically. I mean, technically they are.
So for a lot of Trumples, maybe they do actually feel some shame. Maybe the leadership doesn't or Trump doesn't, but I think a lot of conservatives feel shame about being a conservative. So Adam is a conservative, but he'll never identify that way because it's too embarrassing to do so. So he calls himself a moderate or an independent.
Okay.
They're not going to say J.D. Vance was lying. They're going to say, look, he's telling the truth here. That shouldn't be the law. I mean, technically they are. It is technically they are of legal status, but they shouldn't be. That's the calculation that they're going to make.
Okay, then Vance should be smart, which he's been in other parts in this debate, but this is stupid. Instead of saying they're illegal, which is factually untrue, and it gets you down this stupid Sitch's Law conversation about the definition of illegal, he should just say like the Biden or the Kamala Harris, immigrants. Right?
Why?
Just
hold on.
Like
why
the way,
must he bend to your sensibilities? Why can't he just?
It's not bending to my sensibilities. It's telling the truth. What the are you talking about? This is like insane. Wait, this would be like saying,
God.
wait, no. This would be like saying, oh, I'm pro-life. Okay, so I'm gonna look at a state that is pro-choice, and they allow abortions, and say the illegal abortion laws that are taking place under Tim Walz. And you're like, what do you mean illegal? It's legal in that state. No, but I think it should be illegal. Well, just because you think it should be illegal doesn't mean it is illegal.
Look, we got to dial it down a bit. You understand the argument that I'm making?
It's like the argument you're making is fucking retarded. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I like this guy. All of a sudden,
no, you don't.
Okay, I don't like this guy.
You shouldn't, because he has dealt with Adam being an actual fucking retard, and he sane washes him like crazy, and he's done so for years.
All right, I don't like that guy.
Yeah, Sitch is actually probably okay. He might be moderate. He might even be a bit more moderate than I am.
He just does a lot of sweeping for the other.
Yeah, because Adam is fucking unhinged and insane. I don't know what value Adam brings to Sitch. I feel like Sitch could find a better co-host, but maybe they've done this for a long time or something. I have no idea.
Well, he needs like his Rob Noor, right? Or else it's boring. It's just too fucking.
Yeah, but they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be relatively in line with each other. But Adam has become defined in opposition to progressives. He's like unhinged.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy. Also, the Adam guy is 100% incorrect. Immigrants can be here for a variety of reasons. The president has, I can't remember them all. They're on my immigration note if you go read it. But the president has, under the executive authority, a few special ways that he can authorize certain groups of immigrants to be here for some period of time. It's fully legal. He's allowed to do that. That doesn't make them illegal. I saw some people typing in chat here something along the lines of like, well, they came here illegally and now they're here legally. Immigration is not that simple. It's stupid to try to fixate on that. The idea is whether or not you're here legally now or not. Even through the process of legally immigrating, there are arguably like illegal things that you're doing, but it can become retroactively legal. Immigration to the U.S. is really hard. I think when it was a K-1 visa that I did for Melina when she came here, technically that visa only extends to 90 days. And after the 90 days, you're here illegally. Mm-hmm. But if you're getting married, you're allowed to stay here while you wait for the marriage stuff to finish and the paperwork to finish, even though technically if she would have left, she wouldn't have been able to come back to the country. And she might have even gotten a 5-year ban.
Sure.
Because technically they're here illegally. Or also, I'm trying to remember if my immigration lawyer said this or not. I think... Don't take legal advice from me, but I think you can be here while you're waiting for legal stuff to be approved, and you can work illegally. But when you go to file your taxes, you can retroactively claim all the income and then file it and then go back. As long as you're straight with the IRS and you've got your EIN and everything, it ends up being okay.
Hold on.
What?
I'm sending you a link. Oh, boy.
Don't you think referring to these types of immigrants as legal immigrants is misleading, though? They're technically legal, but the idea that people think of when they say legal immigrants is that they went through the formal legal process.
Oh, I have to send
not that they were just hand waved in. Then you have a problem with the immigration system, and you should take it up with the immigration systems. Immigration in the United States is way more complicated than Republicans try to make it out to be.
I sent it to the Discord on this one. You can pull it up here.
Okay.
Mouses. Yeah. Bottom.
10 Australian. Hey, Vito, how will you be celebrating on October? Will you down in Miami? Oh, God. Are they promoting that I'm going to be on that show?
What show?
The fucking Destiny show.
You said you were going.
I didn't say I was going in October or Oinktober or whatever.
Oinktober
I have not confirmed a date, so if they're like promoting an episode and saying Vito's going to show up.
You told me you were going on You say I'm going on an October 100%.
I said, no, I did not fucking say that. Shut up. I said I got to push it back. I don't think I'm going to have time.
You said I'm going to play hard to get on the show, but I'm absolutely going 100%.
That motherfucker listens to the show, that one guy. The other.
You don't even
the other
remember his
host.
name? Dan?
No, I don't remember his name. Dan.
This
Okay.
is like
He's
how
the
to
guy in
win
the
friends
hat.
and
He's the
influence
guy in
people.
the- Oh, everybody's got like fucking internet names. The guy's name
Dan.
Destiny.
Yeah, the guy's
never heard of that before. Let's go. What's his name? Destiny. What's the fucking
Got a
black
weird
lady's
internet name, Dan.
Okay, fine. His name's Dan. All right. What's the rest of his name? What's his last name? You don't know.
Fontismo.
You were on the show. You don't know his last name.
I don't want to know people's last names.
All right, whatever. Maybe I'll be on the whatever else pod. What is the name of the podcast? Something else pod. Everything else, whatever else. You were on the show. You promote it. Anything else with Dick Masterson?
Wait, was he? Wait, so was he ever confirmed or?
Erudite,
FR8
listen,
424.
I don't handle your calendar. I don't put anything down there. That's you and Erudite, and it said veto for tonight. And then I was like, so Erudite, can you give me Vito's handle? God, I'm throwing Erudite under the bus. Listen, something must have happened. I don't know. Not on me though. That's all I know. Thank God. It's you. It's most likely you.
It's not, to be clear, it's not me. I'm not involved in any scheduling whatsoever. I just read my calendar.
Same.
Okay.
Well, I'm. I'm typing.
But I don't know whose fault. I don't know anybody's fault.
I just gave you a message there.
Why you-
Because
Oh my God. Yeah.
I think it was probably your fault.
Vito said that he was going on your show shortly after the Dick episode. He said that on his show. Why are you? Hold on. Let's.
How is it that hard? Your notification should be right at the top there.
My notification should be right at the top for what?
Okay, fine. It's Erudite's fault. Okay.
I don't even know if it's Kyla's fault. I have no idea.
It's either Kyla's fault or fucking Oinktober's fault. That's it. One or the other. And fuck you. You don't know my name. You know, no. Say my name. He knows it. He's lying. He's acting like he doesn't.
Take him out. Tell him
You know,
his
we
art-
had this
tell him
whole
his art
thing
sucks.
set up here. It was
Yeah.
going to be like the DSP wrestling thing, except it was going to be a giant. Everything here was going to be a comic strip. Now I don't even know if we want to do it anymore. I had to take it all down. Anyways, keep going.
Going where?
Fucking back to the list.
Okay. Ooh,
That shit was fucking crazy. Did you see that?
Nope.
You didn't see the missiles coming down?
I haven't been plugged in at all to anything online for the past like week. No, I haven't seen shit. I think I saw like some Reddit post where a guy was flying in an airplane and he saw missiles, which seemed pretty wild. My understanding is nobody got killed except for a poor Palestinian dude. There was apparently a rocket that was intercepted, and then the hulk or husk of the missile fell and hit this guy on the West Bank crossing the street, which is pretty unfortunate, but...
Have been tougher on Iran after they had launched ballistic missiles in 2020 on U.S. forces in Iraq, leaving more than 100 U.S. soldiers injured.
So, first of all, injured. What does injured mean? Injured means you mean because they had a headache, because the bombs never hit the fort.
Do you believe that you should have been tougher?
I'm sorry, hold on. I have to listen to this again.
No, it's just as stupid as you think. It won't get better.
No, hold on.
Do you believe that you should have been tougher on Iran after they had launched ballistic missiles in 2020 on U.S. forces in Iraq, leaving more than 100 U.S. soldiers injured?
So, first of all, injured. What does injured mean? Injured means you mean because they had a headache, because the bombs never hit the fort.
Do you?
Okay.
Told you.
You know what?
What?
Actually, I got the real shit we need to go over. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Send it
me-
to me and I'll send it to the thing. Or do you already have this thing? You should. AE Studios is the thing you can DM it to.
Because this will be a controversial thing. Ready? Are you psychologically ready?
Yeah, send it to AE Studios. Should be friends with you.
I feel like I save things on my Reddit account, but they're not actually saved. I don't know if
I deleted all of my saved. I had a bunch of porn that I really liked, saved, and you know why I removed it all?
why.
Because one fucking day, someone's gonna hack Reddit, and I don't want some guy being like, "Hey Dan, why did you like this specific fucking photo?" And I don't want to explain it. So now it's just no more.
God damn it.
It's too dangerous.
Oh, I'm fucking triggered. I do this so much. I need to save these into Obsidian because I feel like the Okay.
Dan, you're married. Oh, my bad. Sorry, no porn. That's not allowed.
Okay.
Yeah?
I was sold on this conspiracy in this video. This might be the most conspiratorial thing I believe in. Okay.
Okay.
Some guy made a pretty compelling argument that Donald Trump didn't get shot.
How? That seems retarded.
There's one huge piece of evidence that maybe disproves him, and he's got a counter argument for it. I'm not going to be able to find the Reddit thread, but we're going to watch this video.
I mean, he didn't get shot. Like in the ear, right?
The ear injury was not caused by a bullet.
Well, that could be true.
What do you think it was caused by?
It could be caused by like one of his fucking Secret Service dudes like rushing to like save him or something and like hitting him in the ear.
Oh, fuck you. Okay, you've seen the video.
I haven't.
I'm going to watch this.
Wait, but why does that matter though? Someone was trying to kill him. It doesn't matter.
Why does it matter if Trump didn't actually get shot when everybody says he took a bullet, he got an ear injury from a bullet that he took?
I mean, but that doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
I don't think it really changes anything.
I think it changes a ton.
It doesn't really.
Okay. All right, never mind then. Fuck it.
So, I mean, someone tried to shoot him. It's not good.
Wait, fuck. Where the fuck was my...
Yeah, not so easy, huh? Being in charge of the clicking.
Actually, it was pretty easy. I just did Control-Shift-T and I got back there immediately.
All right, keep going. Keep scrolling. What else we got?
He suggests public school teachers are conducting sex change surgeries on students without parental consent. Okay, sounds based.
Imagine.
Our opponents
Hold on.
are using.
Imagine you. Nathan comes home from school one day. You're like, what the fuck? And he's like, I don't know. The teachers, they were just, without your consent, just
chopped his dick off?
Just like that.
It's very dark, Dan.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
They fail to
That'd be pretty fucked
educate
up.
our youth. Our opponents are using government schools to indoctrinate children, pushing radical transgender ideology on children, and changing the child's gender without even parental consent. Can you imagine that? Your child leaves for school and comes home, and their gender has been changed. I don't want to get into the details, but
no more Nathan. Only Natalie now.
not even believable. Without parental consent, all of that's changing. It's changing immediately.
Okay, just a whole slew of Trump insane, unhinged things. What is this? Trump accused Kamala Harris of murder during his speech today in Wisconsin. Why not?
By the way, I'm outraged that she let in the savage who raped and murdered Rachel Morin. Kamala let her in. She murdered him. In my opinion, Kamala murdered him, just like she did, just like she had a gun in her hand.
Who?
I'm guessing some illegal immigrant probably killed somebody, and he's blaming Kamala and Biden for.
Oh,
I guess would be my guess.
Okay. No, cringe. Keep going. VP shit was boring. There was nothing exciting about that whole thing. Not that one. Maybe there's something more into the veto one, or no? Or is it just one video? Nope, just the one video. Never canceled or confirmed. I mean, maybe it's possible he never confirmed it, but it wouldn't be with me. I specifically said I'm too retarded to handle booking, so.
Okay. We got singer Chappelle Roan. Do you know who that is?
No.
Do you want to click the things? Should we? I have no idea who this person is.
Nope, don't care. They look cringe.
Okay.
Who gives a fuck? Wow. Israel, now we're going. Yeah.
Imagine talking shit on Twitter during a missile attack.
Also, before
what?
Before we press play, okay, I learned something because I was like, what's going on here? Israel doesn't waste its time shooting down shit that's going to land in the fucking desert in the ocean. That's it. So when you see shit hitting, it doesn't necessarily mean that the Iron Dome or their sling or whatever is fucking garbage. It can just mean that, like, oh, these guys are fucking retarded and they're shooting rockets into the desert like retards.
Sure.
Nice one.
Yeah. It could be that the guidance stuff is not that great, maybe, on these. I don't know what kind of munitions or anything they're firing. I don't know. I know there are people that do, like, full breakdowns.
They're saying it's hypersonic maneuverable missiles. It doesn't really look like it.
I don't even know if Iran has that type of technology, so, yeah.
Well, they said so on Twitter.
True.
Like, that doesn't look hypersonic.
Really? You can tell how fast it's going?
I don't think it's
Remember, hypersonic isn't about...
faster than speed of sound.
Well, it's not about... Hypersonic's not about the speed, right? It's about the maneuverability at that speed. They're probably moving way faster than Mach 3 or whatever. They probably are hypersonic in speed, but that's not what hypersonic technically means in regards to missiles. It means that you can maneuver them while they're moving at very, very fast speeds.
They don't look like they're moving.
Okay. What would you guesstimate the speed of that rocket to be?
Okay, if I had to guess... I don't know how far away it is. It's really hard to tell. How high in the sky is it at the start? And then how far we can figure it out. When you press play.
We're not calculating.
Okay, we're not calculating. See,
where does Iran get money from the United States' tax dollars?
Okay, these guys are just...
What are they even shooting?
I don't know. What is this? A forethought comment? Why the fuck do I care about an Indian beekeeper telling me about anything?
Why do Iran missile attack videos seem to show an engine emissions during terminal phase of flight? Don't ballistic missile engines fire only in the boost phase? Most likely case, friction. ICBMs are meant to carry warheads into space, out of range of missile defense, deploy re-entry vehicles as quick as possible, followed by atmospheric re-entry, max velocity to their target before detonating their payload. Assuming a lower bound case of 5 kilometers per second and ignoring rotation and even disregarding additional acceleration from gravity as they re-entered. At 5 kilometers per second, you're moving at 18... Hold on, wait. I think ICBMs are not...
Is he asking why there's fire at the front of the fucking missiles? Because it's going really fucking fast and it gets really hot at the front. Like, you see that when the fucking space thingies
sure,
are coming,
but is Iran firing ICBMs?
That's what... Yeah.
Really?
Intercontinental ballistic missiles. Wait, I think these are like more MLRS type things. That's from Rust. That's the only term that I know. I don't think these ones go to space. I think that they stay. But who the fuck knows? Intermediate range, not intercontinental. Dual nozzle.
Huh, good one.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, whatever. You know what they're saying?
Well, I do know that this account has wisely said every single one of these rockets is meant to kill, which is a wise observation.
נפילות, אחי, נפילות של החיים בנבטים. נפילות בנבטים, אחי.
Oh my, yeah.
נפילות קשות בנבטים, שומע? וואו, 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 וואו. וואו! הכל נופל לנבטים, אני אומר לך, מתקפה אחת החזקות.
He's talking about hummus.
אימא'לה, זהו, למקלט.
What they're talking about? What?
Hummus.
Oh, good one. Is that what they're talking about? What so was there any major damage, or did any of these missiles land in any cities, or are all of these misses?
They're all in misses, as far as I know. I mean, you said they killed one Palestinian dude.
Well, no, it was an intercepted missile body fell and hit a Palestinian dude. Rockets are falling. They're falling at Nevatim.
That's not true. They're saying, I think I'm going to get hummus later. What type do you want? I don't know. There's fucking rockets in the sky. I know, but I'm fucking hungry. Where do you want to go? Find the place around the corner. Like, I know Hebrew. You're not going to lie to me and tell me what they're saying.
Weren't they speaking Yiddish?
No. Yiddish is nothing sounds like that. Go pull up how Yiddish people sound. It sounds completely different. Do you not know? Actually?
I know they don't speak Yiddish, but...
Yeah.
Okay, what is this?
Yo! Poof!
Yo!
Cap cut.
Based. Hold on.
Who was it? Who was it?
Jesus Christ. That dude is super dead, though. Wait, how could you be so unlucky?
Who was it?
Oh my god. It was the missile falling on the dude. I don't think the sound effect is real, though. Jesus, though. Holy...
You're not going to punish him?
Well, it was the actual video, at least.
All right, keep going.
Kick streamer banned from Canute/Miskif's gym after filming women working out.
Uh-oh. Not good.
to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Hey, it's the guy who does our call-ins.
No.
I'm sorry, I have to stop. People get really
Yeah, because
mad.
you're doing a ton of Asian racism.
It's not racism. I love the Asian people. My favorite.
Bro. Huh?
Knut owns this gym?
Yeah, Knut Miskip. It was like the big OTK.
I thought he was Norwegian. You think you could fuck up Knut?
This guy? No.
I said Knut.
Do you think he could fuck up Knut?
No, do you think you could fuck up Knut?
Oh. Somehow. Use my massive brains.
Yeah. You know, you do. You'd be like, oh, Knut, what's up? He's like, Destiny, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. And then you go up to shake his hand and you fucking shank him in the neck with a blade. That's how you do it. He'll never see it coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we're allowed to use weapons, yeah, I imagine. In that case, I'd probably just bring a pistol and shoot him.
That works too. But he can't see it coming or else you're fucked.
Well, I don't. Is he going to dodge the bullet?
No.
I gave you a chance. You broke it once. That's the only reason. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. It's hundreds of messages from everyone that works at the gym. Is it yours?
So is he a citizen now? Did I already
I don't
ask
think
that?
so, no. No way. I feel like we'd know.
Maybe he's doing like the
That's the number one rule we have in the gym.
investment to get citizenship.
Or he's just investing in a business with Miskip, no? Okay.
See, this guy is the bad guy, not me.
Oh, wait. That was the ice thing, right?
I have no idea.
Or I don't know. Maybe. That's my guess. You can invest in business and shit if you're a foreigner, no?
Yeah?
Yeah. Also, I don't even know technically if he's a part owner. He might just be an employer, might be getting paid out. Who knows? Julian Assange accused the CIA of trying to assassinate him.
No. Just expose the CIA.
The CIA's vast production of malware and viruses, its subversion of supply chains, its subversion of antivirus software, cars, smart TVs, and iPhones. CIA Director Pompeo launched a campaign of retribution. It is now a matter of public record that under Pompeo's explicit direction, the CIA drew up plans to kidnap and to assassinate me within the Ecuadorian embassy in London, and authorized going after my European colleagues, subjecting us to theft, hacking attacks, and the planting of false information.
Theft? Hacking attacks?
Theft and hacking attacks.
Oh.
Subjecting us to theft, hacking attacks, and the planting of false information.
Okay.
My wife and my infant son were also targeted. A CIA asset was permanently assigned to track my wife, and instructions were given to obtain DNA from my 6-month-old son's nappy.
I'm sorry. What did he? Never mind.
6-month-old
No, go ahead,
son's
what?
nappy. This is the testimony of more than 30 current and former US intelligence officials speaking to the US press, which has been additionally corroborated by records seized in the prosecution brought against some of the CIA agents involved. The CIA's targeting of myself, my family, and my associates through aggressive extrajudicial and extraterritorial means provides a rare insight into how powerful intelligence organizations engage in transnational repression. Such repressions are not unique. What is unique is that we know so much about this one due to numerous whistleblowers and to judicial investigations in Spain.
Dude, this guy was like a hacker, and he was like fucking
Assange was?
or sorry, he was like a
He
little
revealed
bit, but
the
he was
CIA
like he was young like when this all started. Now he's like fucking 900 years old.
This guy's not a. He's like the Dan of hacking. He just has other people that hacks for him.
Okay, first off, that's offensive. You know what? I'm gonna say some things here.
Uh-oh.
Well, you know what we should have?
What should we have? A hackathon.
No, what we could. You know, I'd like to get to the bottom of this once and for all.
Uh-oh.
I know more about computers than you do. And I'd be willing to have an event where it's proven, where an impartial question and answer Jeopardy style system came up and we did it. For permanent bragging rights.
Well, until the next contest, at least.
Until the next contest, yeah.
What would you know what we should do?
It could be like Jeopardy style. Like the one thing, TCP/IP, and there'd be like 6 things in there. URL stands for
actually,
what?
unironically,
What?
do you know what the funniest thing in the world would be?
What?
Is we should have some dude, and we should try to get approval to do this, although I don't know if they would do the regulatory body or whatever. We should have a guy come and administer on-stream tests to us for certifications. We could like do like our Cisco cert test. Yeah, we could get A+. Yeah, we could do we could do our certs on stream, and then we could grade them afterwards and see who gets a higher score.
We would get fucking destroyed because all that shit is like retarded garbage nonsense. It's like,
so you're scared. A+ cert.
It's the most stupid shit. It's like about managing campus networks. It's like, okay, you have a.
Oh, you couldn't manage a campus network?
I don't know anything about the Windows like work group bullshit. Neither do you.
I know. I actually
really you know a lot about work groups.
They're called home groups. Thank you.
Okay.
And I actually use them quite extensively on college campuses.
Well, then you'll yeah, I bet you do.
I'll blow you the fuck away. Hold on. Practice test. What wouldn't you know here?
All right, we're going.
What Windows app in Windows 10 combines many utilities into a unified tool? Settings, Control, Command Center, and Control Center.
This feels like not a real question. These are real questions? What Windows app?
This is CompTIA A+ practice.
All right, let's go through it. Fuck it. Okay.
No, wait. Here's what we do. We're going to write down your answers, and then by the end, we'll see if we have any differences.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me make... What's Notepad from Macintosh? I don't even fucking know. Here, I'll put it in Gmail. Hold on. All right. First question. Number 1. You ready?
Hold on. Write down the question number and the letter, and then at the end we'll see if we differ from anything, okay?
All right.
Okay, hold on.
What Windows app in Windows 10 combines many utilities into a unified tool? Oh, Windows 10.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yep. Next.
I don't have chat up also. Get rid of chat.
I don't.
Yes, chat up. I see.
You just fucking copied my answer.
No, I can't even read your screen because you have that stupid polarizing thing. Okay, Question 2. Which CPU feature enables the microprocessor to support running multiple operating systems at the same time?
Done. Next.
Silas has an AMD-based motherboard with 2 sticks of DDR3 RAM installed in 2 of the 3 RAM slots with a total of 8 gigabytes of system memory. When he runs CPU-Z to test the system, he notices that the software claims he's running single-channel memory. What could be the problem? Select the best answer.
Hold on. The best answer? His motherboard has 3 slots of RAM? Okay.
Fuck,
Next.
why is it hard for this to bring the eraser up sometimes? The fuck?
You better not have fucking chat up.
No. Come. There, thank you.
It's not that easy, trust me.
Huh. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, he's Googling. You're Googling. Why are you typing so much? What could you possibly be typing right now?
I put but maybe whatever.
Oh my god.
Because it's
Number 4.
Yeah.
Which of the following most accurately describes the relationship between BIOS and hardware? All hardware needs BIOS. Do I need to be reading these? Okay. A is all hardware needs BIOS. B, all hardware that attaches to the motherboard via ribbon cables needs BIOS. C, all hardware built into the motherboard needs BIOS. Or D, some hardware devices need BIOS.
This is so fucking old. It's not even counting UEFI. Ribbon cables? Dude, how fucking old is this shit? We're talking floppy drives. I mean, this is my steez, though. That's fine. Okay. What needs a BIOS? Yeah, the answer. That's easy. Okay. Next. Yeah. That's super fucking easy if you can use your brain. But move on. Time's clicking. I only got 23 minutes until this ends.
Oof, okay. Solon has a very buggy computer that keeps locking up at odd moments and rebooting spontaneously. He suspects the motherboard. How should he test it? A. Check settings and verify good components. B. Verify good components and document all testing. C. Replace the motherboard first to see if the problems disappear. Or D. Check settings, verify good components, replace components, and document all testing.
He has a buggy computer that's locking up spontaneously
at odd moments and rebooting.
Well, we don't give a shit what he suspects. He's a fucking moron. Okay. Well, we're talking about testing it, right? Yeah, okay. Next.
A PC's power supply provides DC power in what standard configuration? A, 2 primary voltage rails, 12 and 5 volts, and an auxiliary 3.3 volt connector. B, 3 primary voltage rails, 1 each for 12 volt, 5 volt, and 3.3 volt connectors. C, 1 primary DC voltage rail for 12 volt, 5 volt, and 3.3 volt connectors. D, 1 voltage rail with a 12 volt connector for the motherboard, a second voltage rail with a 12 volt connector for the CPU, and a third voltage rail for the 5 volt and 3.3 volt connectors. Which SATA version offers the least overhead and thus the best performance?
What the fuck is PATA? Which SATA version? Fuck me. Okay.
Which of the following correctly identifies the 4 possible entries in a file allocation table?
Oh, for fuck's sake. You know, this is so fucking old. We're talking about 3.3 volts.
A, file name, date, time, and size. B, number of the starting cluster, number of the ending cluster, number of used clusters, number of available clusters. C, an end-to-end or an end of file marker, a bad block marker, code indicating the cluster is available, the number of the cluster where the next part of the file is stored, or D, file name, folder location, starting cluster number, ending cluster number.
Okay.
Wow, damn.
I'm not feeling too hot about some of these, I'm going to be honest.
You've just replaced Jane's Windows 7 PC with a new Windows 10 machine.
Poggers.
What post-installation tool should you run to make the transition as painless as possible for her?
The fuck is Windows Easy Transfer? When's the last time I was on Windows 7? Is that a thing? It sounds like it could be a thing. User state migration tool? Windows Easy Transfer. Okay. I wish we could have had more modern, but that's fine. 9.
Which of the following root keys contains the data for a system's non-user specific configurations?
Next.
You copy a file from a folder on a hard drive formatted as NTFS with permission set to read for everyone to a USB thumb drive formatted as FAT32. What effective permissions does the copy of the file have? Read only for everyone, full control for everyone, none, or you can't copy a file from an NTFS drive to a FAT32 drive.
Done.
What tool enables you? What tool enables you to modify which programs start when Windows 10 starts?
Done.
MS Startup, MS Info 32, MS Config, or Task Manager.
That's a sneaky one, too.
That is pretty sneaky.
We're both on the same page here, right?
I don't know.
Can you fucking do it in Windows 10 from the Task Manager? Does it have?
Why are you cheating?
Well, I've already written my answer down.
I haven't written mine down.
Oh, so I'm just helping you then.
Exactly.
Okay.
I might have gotten one of these wrong.
One? That's it? You know how many fucking rails there are in a power supply?
I know that I rally your mom with my power supply. Which of the following commands will delete all the files in a directory in Linux?
Next.
What can device drivers and failing hardware in Mac OS and Linux cause?
What can device drivers and failing hardware? What the fuck is a spinning windmill?
You don't know this. Oh, because you've never probably used Linux before.
Yeah, I haven't done. Oh, wait, no, me and your mom did that move last night. What can device drivers and failing hardware in Mac OS and Linux cause? Oh, sure. Next. Oh, I like this much more than whatever we normally do on anything else. This is way better.
I agree. Which of the following is an example of a hybrid topology?
Topology? Like a topographic map. Topology. Do you, you know what topology means?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say... Yeah, okay. All right, fuck it. Next.
Oh, whoops. Which of the following is the correct net syntax for discovering which network shares
Here we go.
on a particular server are mapped on your computer?
I have no fucking idea. And you don't either, because who cares about this garbage? Net syntax for discovering which network shares on a particular server are mapped to your computer. I mean, okay. I'll share it. I think it's A. There you go.
Why are you saying it out loud?
Because I want you to, maybe I don't think it's A, and I'm trolling you. It's the only thing that involves viewing.
Unbelievable.
You don't even know.
What technology enables 802.11n networks to make multiple simultaneous connections and thus improve speed over previous Wi-Fi standards?
Fuck. It's not what you think it is. It's not what I think it is. But fuck it. Big guess. Big guess. Go. Okay.
What the fuck? Hold on. This fucking thing.
7 more. This is for a lot of marbles here.
What option often enables you to diagnose TCP/IP errors such as connection problems?
I guess. A pipa.
What is the difference between a virtual machine and an emulator? Oh
boy.
no.
I think I can figure this out.
A VM converts commands to and from a host machine to an entirely different platform, whereas an emulator creates an environment based on the host machine and does no converting. B, an emulator converts commands to and from a host machine to an entirely different platform, whereas a VM creates an environment based on the host machine and does no converting. An emulator requires a host operating system, whereas a VM runs on bare metal servers without an OS, or VM requires a host OS, whereas an emulator runs on bare metal servers without an operating system.
Okay.
Which of the following display types we commonly find in a portable PC today, also known as a laptop?
I don't know, bro, because it's fucking has. When is today? Is today when this test was made? It's not
You should
fair.
know that. You should
I
be able-
mean,
you should
I'm
be able to
assuming
tell.
it's.
You should be able to tell. Should just know.
OLED's not that popular today. Most laptops are not going to have a fucking OLED monitor. They're going to have an LCD monitor. But you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. Whatever. Fuck them.
What information do you need to connect to connect an Android-based tablet to an IMAP account?
IMAP. Okay. Next. I write down when I make big guesses, by the way, so I can feel better about myself later.
I don't, because I'm not getting anything wrong. What mobile operating system requires a third-party software firewall?
Is this like, I'm going to guess, requires? What fucking question is that? I don't even know what the fuck. I mean, mobile operating system. Okay. Yep. Sure. Next.
Which tool would help you determine why a print job didn't print?
God, it's so stupid. Okay. Next. Two more.
Which hardware firewall feature enables incoming traffic on a specific port to reach an IP address on the LAN? Which hardware firewall feature enables incoming traffic on a specific port to reach an IP address on the LAN?
Well, this is, again, a fucking... Okay.
What broad term describes the process of creating a roadmap for current and future text to make changes or repairs over time for an organization?
Wait, hold on, let me read this again. What broad term describes the process of creating a roadmap, Jesus, for current and future texts to make changes or repairs over time? Okay. I'm done.
Wow.
You ready? Let's start at the
How are
top.
we feeling about this one? How are we feeling, chat?
Wait, before we start, let's do a poll of who's going to win. I'll do that in chat. Let's see.
Can I do it?
Yeah, go for it. This is good. No. Yes. I'm older, more wise. I have it. Did you see how not confident he was on so many of the answers? Believers. No. Stop. Come on.
Oh, we're about 50-50. Good luck.
Fuck. No, I won in the end. No, it's exactly even. 250 to 250. Bullshit. All right, here we go. First, start at the top.
Okay, hold on. For the very first one, okay?
Yep.
What Windows app in Windows 10 combines many utilities into a unified tool? Hold on.
I put A for settings.
Oh, no. I put D.
The fuck is Control Center? You mean Control Panel?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, no. Fuck, it's settings.
Okay, that's one for Dan. Who's someone keep track? All right, next. Not off to a good start.
Number 2.
That's big for me.
Which CPU feature enables the microprocessor to support
D.
running multiple operating systems? I put D as well.
For these nuts.
Virtualization support. Star.
So who's keeping? Wait, am I supposed to be keeping track?
Just mark what you get right or wrong.
Oh. Okay.
3. For the stylus has an AMD-based motherboard with 2 sticks of DDR3 installed in 2 of the 3 RAM slots. What could be the problem when it's not working?
I put C, but it could have also been D.
Man. I put A. Good luck.
It could have also... What is it?
Oh,
fuck, it could have also been D. I feel like that I half get that because I wrote could have also been D.
No, you don't.
It could have been C.
Why would you have 3? I thought that the reason why they said 3 slots is because why would you have dual channel RAM on
I feel
a
like that I get a
board?
half point.
No,
I
you don't
think
get half points for writing.
What I'm saying is true. Okay, he has an AMD motherboard with 2 sticks of DDR3 in it, and it's running at single channel. Okay, why? It's because he not having it in the right slot might not be enough. He might need to literally either have 1 stick or all of them populated to run in dual channel.
But he doesn't need a 3rd stick of RAM.
That would be because he only has 2. So all populated would make you run at dual channel
You're
or
supposed
having
to select
1.
the best answer. This answer for C requires him to buy more RAM. For this, you could just put in a different thing.
You can't always do that. Sometimes you either have all of them populated or not. Like you can't do. I don't think you can always do that. I don't think.
I don't know. I've never seen a motherboard with 3 RAM slots.
I haven't either. That was really confusing to me. I've seen 2 and 4 and 1.
Yeah, I would assume 3 RAM slots is single channel, but okay. D.
So we both got that wrong then?
Motherboards can be tricky and require you to install RAM in the proper slots to enable dual channel. In this case, stylus should move 1 to a different slot to activate, and you should check the motherboard manual for the proper slots. Question 4. Fuck. Which of the following most accurately describes the relationship between BIOS and hardware? What did you put?
C.
Ooh, I put A.
You sure you didn't just fucking CA quickly? Let me see. Hey, 4A. That's not true though. All hardware doesn't need BIOS.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It literally stands for basic.
Input-output system.
Yeah, basic.
It's things on the it's just not a correct answer. It's not true.
Really? What hardware doesn't need BIOS, Dan? Name one piece. Go.
A fucking thumb drive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think that the thumb drive that you plug into your motherboard doesn't have a BIOS or a UEFI to read that thumb drive?
Specifically for that thing? No.
Yeah, it's called the chipset. How do you think it sees anything on the motherboard?
What are we talking about? First off, we're not even talking about UEFI anymore. We're talking about BIOS. Remember, this is
Yeah, how does the CPU communicate with anything on the board? It needs a basic input-output system.
Yes, I understand that on the motherboard.
Clearly, you didn't understand that. But that's okay. That's what we're here to learn.
I don't think that's correct.
How many have you gotten wrong so far?
This one and the last one.
Okay. Oof,
So
okay.
we're even now?
We're 2-2. Oh, shit. The race is evened up. Question 5.
I put...
Solon has a very buggy computer that keeps locking up at odd moments and rebooting spontaneously. He suspects the motherboard. How should he test it? You put...
D.
D. Oh, so did I. Boring. It was D. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Question 6. A PC's power supply provides DC power in what standard configuration? For 6, what'd you put?
I had no idea, so I did C.
Oh, I did B. Here we go. Good luck. Oh, they have multiple rails. I remember this because you had to be careful if you overloaded a rail way back in the day.
You know what's interesting is that, do you know why you can't power, if you have a laptop, you can't power a normal hard drive inside of a laptop. Did you know that? Like, laptops had little tiny, spinning disk drives like this big, right?
Okay.
So bigger hard drives, like 3.5 drives, like the ones that put in normal, they actually use 2 different power voltages, which is weird. And the laptop one only does 1 power. It only does 5 volts. And then the big hard drives that you put in your computer does 12 and 5. And that's why you can't, even if you get an adapter, you can't power a big hard drive inside of a laptop.
When does you only plug one connector into it though?
Yeah, but it's the same size. Even though that's the case, it still needs both forms of power to do it.
A hard drive on a computer?
The big hard drive needs 12 and 5 volts.
Well, you only plug one connector into it to power it.
Yeah, and it does 12 and 5 volts.
It runs both rails through one connector? Is what Dan's saying true, or is he coping, or is he lying, guys?
It's true.
Okay, well, this guy said you're right, by the way, so.
So did we both get that wrong? What was that, 6?
Yep, B. I got it right. Nice try, though.
You did not get it right.
Yes, I did.
You
B.
You said, no, fuck you. You said, oh, I should have known this. It had 3 things or something.
I said, yeah, there's different rails. There's different voltage rails.
I feel like I'm getting trolled, but that's...
Literally, Chad heard me. He did. Thank you. Yes, I did say B. Thank you.
Fine. 6 you have. Oh, so you're 1 ahead of me now. Great.
I only know this because back in the day, you could build computers because sometimes the different connectors could plug into different things, but people would say you have to be careful because if you connect it to the wrong voltage rail...
Why couldn't it have also been A then?
2 primary voltage rails and an auxiliary 3.3 volt connector? Because I don't think it was on auxiliary. I think it had its own rail.
All right, just keep going.
Nice try.
7. I have B. What do you have?
Which SATA version offers the least overhead and thus best performance? I said A for AHCI.
Fuck me.
Well, I have no idea. I'm just guessing. It can't be SATA 2.0. That'd be so obvious, right?
Well, it can't be eSATA because that just means external SATA. Please be 2.0.
Oh, true. So it can't be B because they would be the same overhead. AHCI, I bet, is a super low overhead standard. I don't know. What? Okay, well.
Wait, SATA Express? I thought that was external SATA.
Yikes.
Okay. Another.
Yikes, fam.
Damn it. Okay,
number 8. Which of the following correctly identifies the 4 possible entries in a file allocation table?
I put D.
Ooh, I put C.
Neither of us has any fucking idea.
No, I feel good about C.
Oh, I absolutely know that it's D.
D absolutely is not the answer. Because in a file allocation,
fuck you.
In a file allocation
Just
table,
next.
You're never going to have folder. What the hard disk doesn't look for folders; it looks for clusters.
Yes,
and then
you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I know exactly. What? What do you mean?
Folders are important. That's the reason if you have too many fucking inodes inside of a folder, it loses its fucking mind and you can't open it anymore.
That's a software issue. For the hard disk itself, it only reads clusters. It doesn't see a fucking folder.
Keep going.
Oh, this is why if you take a, I know because I've done some of these hard drive bullshit things in the past. Because if you click and drag a folder on your hard drive to another location, it doesn't move the whole fucking folder. It just changes where the folder is pointing to on the drive to a different to the same cluster though.
Let's go.
It's okay. I got it. Don't worry. It's all right. I'm fighting hard for my.
I'm coming back.
Number 9. You just replaced Jane's Windows 7 PC with a new Windows 10 machine. What post-installation tool should you run to make the transition as painless as possible for her? Ooh, I said C as well.
I mean, it has to. What the fuck else is the other shit?
Okay.
What was this? 9?
Yeah, C. 10.
A.
Which of the following root keys can use the data for a system's non-user specific configurations?
What'd you put?
I had A as well, but I wasn't very confident in that. I thought it could have been D. It was A. Whew, okay. 11.
B.
That's what I have. You copy a file from a folder to a hard drive.
What? What does it mean, none?
Oh! Wait. The key here is that you're copying from an NTF server. Copying from creates 2 copies of the object. The copy of the object in the new location has no effective permissions at all. Oh, the answer is C.
Which means that everyone has permission to do whatever the fuck they want. What a stupid question. So anyone can delete it or modify it. It's saying there's no permission set at all on the file because it doesn't exist in FAT32.
Oh, makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, but that's the same thing as we should both get that.
No.
Whatever.
I got it wrong.
We didn't. 12, I put...
Which tool enables you to modify which programs start when Windows 10 starts? Oh, no.
I put C. What'd you put?
I put D.
Why?
I'm a god. Because if you look in the task manager, you can find...
yeah, but if you type msconfig...
I think you can find startup apps.
Type msconfig right now.
Oh, my God.
No, this is...
Oh, my God. I'm a god. msconfig.
Enter. Startup.
This is not...
Startup, right there.
To man...
In 10...
To manage startup items...
In 10, it has it in there.
Oh, does it?
It does. Was this in Windows 11 fucking land? Oof. That's bullshit.
Oof.
You can do it in Windows 10. Fuck that noise.
13.
I put C.
Oh no, it could have been C. I put D. Which of the following commands will delete all the files in a directory in Linux? It was C.
That's so fucking stupid. In Windows 10, I know you can do msconfig. Hold on. Windows 10 msconfig. You actually fucking can. Here it is. Look. I should get that. Windows 10 msconfig literally lets you fucking open and control your startup items.
That's just a screenshot. I don't know about that.
That's fucking bullshit, bro.
Yeah, I think you can. I think that took you to the task manager there, actually. Okay.
No,
Number 14. What'd you put?
Dude, I should be getting that one.
Okay, well, if you're...
C.
Okay, I have C. What can device drivers and failing hardware in Mac OS and Linux cause.
Kernel panic. I don't even need to look.
True. C.
All right.
For 15, what'd you put?
B.
Ooh, I got A. Uh-oh.
Fuck.
15. Which of the following is an example of hybrid topology?
Yeah, ring 0.
Oh, I thought it was too obvious. So I was like,
You got this one right?
no, I put A. I was like, it can't be star bus with the 2 words for the hybrid answer, right? There's no way. But it was.
Oh, I should have thought about that.
You should
I thought
have.
like the rings.
I don't know what ring or star
like ring
means.
0, ring 1, ring 2, the different layers that an application runs at.
Who even cares about that?
All right, whatever.
Okay.
What number are we on? 16? You're feeling fucking confident. How many are you ahead of me? 3?
1, 2, 3, 4. I've gotten 6 wrong.
I've only been counting how many I've gotten right.
1, 2, well, I've gotten 9 right.
You're 2 ahead of me.
Okay. 16.
All right, 16, I have A.
Oh, so do I. Which of the following is the correct net syntax for discovering which network shares on a particular server are mapped onto your computer?
And I told you that one too. That's not fair.
Well, you should shut the fuck up.
I should have shut the fuck up.
17.
I put C, big guess.
So did me. What technology enables this bullshit? I did put C. Good job.
Yeah. 18, I have B.
So did I. What option enables you to diagnose bullshit? Okay. 19.
C.
Ooh, I have A.
Okay.
What is the difference between a virtual machine and an emulator?
All right. 20.
You put C for this?
Yeah.
An emulator converts commands to and from a host machine to an entirely different platform, whereas a VM creates an environment based on the host machine and does no
What is C
converting.
again? What is C?
Something certainly retarded. 19. An emulator requires a host OS, whereas a VM. How could you run a VM on a? What are you virtualizing? If you're running it on bare metal, that's just a machine.
I mean, I
not
was
a
just saying,
virtual
an emulator runs on a host OS. Wait, you can't run a VM on bare metal. Isn't that like doing things like
What's virtualizing if you have bare metal?
like Docker?
That's just a machine then. Okay.
All right,
okay.
well, we both got it wrong. So
20. Which of the following display
B.
types will you commonly find on a portable PC today? I put B as well.
Okay.
Obviously.
No,
21.
I only got 5 more questions to make up 2 losses.
You can do it. What are your 5 last answers?
D, C, C, A, B.
Okay, you could do it because I have CCAAA.
Okay.
All right, 21. Which information do you need to connect an Android-based tablet to an IMAP account? What did you say?
21D.
I put C. It's not A. Hold on. It's not B. Oh,
Fuck!
It's C. I had IMAP accounts set up for my Google Workspace.
You need 2 addresses for an IMAP account? Isn't it just imap.google.com and a username and a password?
Sounds like you were using a GUI instead of the command line, like I do. This is why I only use CLIs.
This is not true. This is a lying test. Google IMAP Google right there. Open a new tab.
Hold on.
I'm getting fucking scammed twice now.
What'd you put for 22?
C.
Oh, so did I. It's Android. What? Requires a third-party software firewall. What do you mean
Why?
requires? I don't know. Okay. 23, you put what?
C.
I have A. Which tool would help you determine why a print job didn't print? You said a spooling thing?
That sounds
didn't
like
sound
print
real.
spool doesn't work. I know it didn't sound real.
A, it's not mine.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Wait, can I still come back?
Maybe if I get these last 2 wrong, you'll
And
be...
I get them right. I have A and B.
I have A and A.
Oh, so like
24. What hardware firewall
both win.
features blocks traffic?
But it could, this one here also could have been C. These are not.
What is C? DMZ?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Question 25.
Yeah.
What broad term describes the process of creating a roadmap for current and future text to make changes or repairs over time for an organization?
I mean, I put B. No.
Oh, D.
Did you get it?
No.
Yeah. So I have a problem with 2 of these. Okay. If you can pull up IMAP instructions Google.
So how many did you get right altogether?
Like just click images or something. IMAP settings you need. Scroll down. Scroll. Keep going. Keep going. imap.google.com. Your IMAP username, like, This one's not even saying it. IMAP server address. Look, right there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need to connect? Your username, your password, and the server. I mean, they could, if they said port, I would have entered port, because I know that there's 3 ones. You have the SSL, the other one, an SMTP, wasn't it? Like, I feel like I got fucked on this question. Like, there may be some servers that have separate send and receive, but I don't know if that's the norm. I feel fucked on that one, and then I especially feel fucked on the msconfig one, because that's bullshit, okay? I think that even came in a later version of Windows 10, if it came at all, because I know at the start of Windows 10, that there absolutely, you would handle startup things inside of msconfig. It actually is fucking rigged.
Well,
you couldn't do that from the task manager early versions of Windows 10. You had to go to msconfig. It's not fair. They're trolling.
Well, next time you can find the test, okay?
That was the worst fucking test of all time. I feel scammed. I think I won. Or at the very least, I'm even with you. If it wasn't for those... What were the 2? The msconfig and the IMAP. Why would you need the sending and receiving server? Did you get that right also, or no?
Yeah, I did.
I'm going to kill myself over this. You understand that?
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Any other important things you want to cover while we're here?
No, you got to go do your shit.
Are you sure? Nothing else?
Oh yeah, like Patreon stuff. Sorry guys, a little bit slow, easy show today. Okay, next week we'll be back to normal. Steve has to get his January 6th shit out. He has to do a little stream tonight going over the new indictments. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I should be live in like 20 minutes, and then we're gonna read. I don't know how long it'll take, but we're gonna read through the new Jack Smith shit. New memes for Donald Trump drops. So,
look, as far as the ranting shit goes in JREG, very quickly, I think
that shit cray. Just saying it.
It is cray. Ranting, I think it's fine. Whatever. He was a fun guest. I would have had him on again. I don't think there's any problem there. And anyone who's making a fucking bitch about it can whine, and it's Erudite's fault if there's anyone's fault at all.
Damn.
Second off, JREG was playing a character the whole time, and you're autistic if you think he wasn't. And basically me and Steve were just trolling him. There's like, that should be obvious to anyone. If someone started fucking crying, do you think we're going to be like, hey, please stop, you're peeking in the microphone, and then go and call them from the other room? Like, I don't know what the copium part of it, that should be apparent to anyone that starts crying. They don't bounce back and be like, oh, all right, what do we do next?
Maybe he was. Maybe he had a felt. Maybe
no,
pressure
he
to bounce
didn't.
Back.
And anyone who doesn't understand that needs to take an autism test. Maybe I'm just a better.
Didn't he go to sleep after? Actually,
no. We went and we had tacos after, and then
Oh yeah, how was dinner? Talk about that.
It was good. We had a good time. Me and his friend, we went out. We had tacos. We hung out for a half hour there. Then I drove him down to Miami to his hotel. We had a great time. We spent like an extra hour together, laughing, hanging out, talking about life, art, the whole thing. That was a real conversation. That was the real JREG, but you guys don't get to see that. Sorry. Okay. So that was that. That's all said and done with. Oh, fuck. Do you know what we could have done?
What?
Diddy and Ashton Kutcher. Okay. Huge issues right now with the two of them.
What?
Diddy invested in my company, and so did Ashton Kutcher 15 years ago. And I got fucking crazy stories as a result of that. And that is the funniest fucking shit ever. Because Ashton Kutcher at the time was running, I don't know, apparently they're best friends or something. Ashton Kutcher was running an actual fucking stop sex trafficking organization. He was the head of it, I think, right?
Is that when they were accused of having when did the freak-offs happen?
I have no idea. But there's videos of Ashton being like, I can't talk about these parties or something like that. It was fucking crazy. I never met Diddy, but I did go to Bad Boy fucking headquarters or whatever it is in downtown New York City. I was trying to scam him. I almost did it too.
Am I making this up, or weren't people mad at Ashton Kutcher and people on that 70s show because didn't they file to the court like a petition on behalf of?
He had to fucking resign from the organization. I think he started the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But next, anything else, we'll get into that. That's breaking fucking news. Okay, Dan, did you go to the freak off? I didn't even get to meet fucking Diddy, bro. I only got to meet his fucking business manager. Unfortunately,
Imagine not going to the freak off. They
Dude,
were crazy.
I don't think they weren't that interested. I did not look very cool back then. Let's just say that. Actually, real quick before we go, no, I'm not going to do this to myself. Actually, I was going to pull up a photo of myself from a long time ago. I look not cool. Okay.
When you were at the freak off?
Yeah, when I was at the freak off. Okay, let's thank
Where's
our.
the Schizo Trump not shot video? We'll go over it in like 30 minutes. Okay.
Okay, you guys are going to be able to do it. Actually, you know what? I will put up I'll show you guys real quick. I think I can figure this out.
Did you see the video of the missile falling on that dude?
No.
Oh,
Send it to AE Studios account.
it's the pipe one. I'm just too lazy. Copy pasting shit is annoying as fuck on this.
I'm looking for.
Have you seen the Mac mouse? The Magic Mouse?
Yeah.
Why? Can you tell me why?
Why is it so uncomfortable and
No.
not good? And
Why is the charger on the bottom of the mouse?
Because
I've never been so confused by a device in my entire life.
they're like retarded a little bit, you know?
Okay. Based.
Hold on. Okay, I got one. Holy shit. Wait a second. Is there one that's a little bit less flattering or a little bit more flattering? Nope, this is all I got. Okay. How do I copy an image? Copy an image and AE Studios account. Click here. Oh my God, why am I doing this to myself? It's because I like the abuse at the end
Did you
of the
see
day.
the expensive ass stand Apple did? No, but I have seen. Do you know Apple's most ridiculous thing that they sell? Do you know what it is?
The fucking stand for the monitor.
What is that called? Apple
Pro XDR stand?
Pro stand.
XDR.
Okay. What does it do?
It's a stand for the monitor.
Does it like move around or anything?
No.
Okay, now I will admit this is ridiculous for $1,000, but I think there's one thing that's even worse
than that.
Yeah, and it's they sell 4 wheels. Do you know the wheels
for the Pro whatever? How much are the wheels?
$700.
It's both pretty fucking bad.
If that stand like does some crazy maneuverability and is really stable, I could understand it.
It doesn't. I think it's a solid hunk of metal. These ones do cool shit. Look at them. Those are like really cool wheels.
Oh yeah, are they?
Oh yeah, look at the cool shit they can do.
I am so curious how many of these they.
You know what it is?
So-
It's probably like fucking organizations that have a certain amount of budget and they get towards the end of the year. And if they don't use the budget, then they worry that they're not going to get the same budget next year. So they just fucking going crazy and load up on everything. Because if they don't spend it all, then they're going to be like, oh, you guys didn't need this much money. So people go fucking ham and they come to apple.com and are like, all right, everyone, we're getting
I feel like there's so
shit."
much other random shit you could buy though.
Well, they're in a rush. So they're buying $700 wheels. All right, go to Discord.
The wheels don't even lock? Jesus. What? Why? Why
Yeah.
would you send this?
That's me in 2007. A different Dan.
This guy was so happy.
He was. All right. Same hair, though. Same hairline.
Did you live in Minecraft? What is his background?
Yes, I lived inside of Minecraft. All right. Let me thank
I like the painting on the wall. Did you draw that?
my father.
Oh.
Okay. Here we go.
These remotes. You guys were super techie. My God.
What was that? That's 4. One for the TV, one for the DVD player, one for the Blu-ray player, and then one for the audio amplifier.
Blu-ray?
Yeah.
2007?
Yeah, I feel like that's right around the time of Blu-ray, right?
Pretty sure Blu-ray didn't come out until 2008.
Bonus points?
Wait. What are we considering a Blu-ray player?
Wait, we're at Jeopardy. Fine, we can wait your points.
Is it PS3 or is it a standalone Blu-ray player?
That doesn't look. I don't think the PS3 had a remote.
I'm gonna say 2008 for the first one.
All right, how many points are you wagering? This is Jeopardy.
All of them.
You're wagering all of them?
When are you gonna? What year are you guessing?
For when Blu-ray was launched.
Sure.
2007.
It's gonna be like 2004, and I just had.
No, wait, 2006.
You sure?
Yeah. Fuck! I took it in at the last minute. Yes.
Unreal.
Oh my
'cause
God.
I was looking at chat. Fuck me, guys. I fucked up.
I'm not. Oh my God. I knew we would do it at the end. You wagered it all. Thank fucking Christ. Oh my God. I knew we would do it at the end. All right. Thank God. Make sure that goes in the bonus rounds. All right. Listen, we got to thank some special friends that came to us. Okay. The most special of everyone. All right. Here we go. Right after I click apply filters. All right. Destiny.
Jesus.
Please play League again, please. Thank you. Kitty Cat. A. Lawler. Grey Code. Cameron. Igor Dalas. Gabriel Lantis. Dude, these guys have fucking Game of Thrones names.
Yeah.
Have you not noticed that?
Pretty crazy. This Blu-ray player launched for what would have been $1,561 today. That's insane. Holy shit.
No, that seems about right. That was like insane quality back then. DVD was 1080. This shit was 4K.
Did anybody even have that resolution on any of their shit?
Wasn't it like Black Hawk Down was like a sick ass? I don't know when that came out, but I remember that was like the movie to get on Blu-ray because it was like 4K HDR. I think Black Hawk Down was like the movie to get for Blu-ray.
Did we even was it all like plasma screen back then? I don't even remember. These like came and went in like the span of like 3 years where they were like the shit.
Or maybe it was 1080p in DVD. Did DVD not go past like 640 by 480 or something?
720 by 480. Damn.
That's it?
We lived in a different world back then.
And we liked it too. We were like, damn, that's DVD quality right there. That still means something to you. If I'm like, damn, I was watching that shit in DVD quality, you're like, damn, all right.
Crazy to think that Blu-ray was only 1080p. Damn.
Wait, no. Ultra HD went up to 4K. Okay. All right, the rest of our...
The PS3 came out in 2006?
Any other... Gabriel Lantis, Lawson Harrison, Mash Stars, Aiden Townshend, Aiden Townshend. Honestly Reckless, Mikey P, and Alexander C. Thank all of you guys. We got a few new people in there. Did you hear him? Especially the guy who says, Destiny, play League again, please. That's his name.
True.
Do you think he goes by that IRL? Or is that just like a thing he's doing to play it up?
That's a good question. CD quality rips, remember those? Well, for music, it's a bit different. CD quality rips are technically higher quality than most of what you listen to today, but that's music versus video is a lot different.
If someone wouldn't mind, I would like a Reddit post letting me know if I'm retarded on the MS Info and the IMAP thing. Because I feel like I don't understand both of those answers. I understand that IMAP could have a sending and a receiving server, but that seems like that would be quite unlikely. Maybe in the early days of the fucking internet. Okay.
DVD was only 720. I thought we were thriving back then, but apparently we were barely surviving. Resolution is probably actually not that important when it comes to quality for looking at whatever you were viewing. The more important thing was probably how much data it could support when you were watching it, and then the compression methods that you would have to resort to in order to do it. Like, for instance, if you have, just going off what I know for like internet compression today, like if you're watching a stream at 1 megabit per second at 4K, that stream is going to look significantly worse than a stream at 720p at 8 megabits per second. So the resolution is not really that important there. Modern streaming codecs like OPUS at 160 kbps are transparent for almost all music files except killer samples. Cool.
Projector TVs were the shit. I had one. I had one in that house right there.
Oh yeah?
Those things were fucking huge. All right, that's it. Sorry, kind of a little bit short today.
All right, I love you guys. I should be going live soon to read that fucking new Trump thing that came out. And then, yeah, just work. Be careful. Don't die. Stay safe. Oh, that was supposed to be on my stream only. Sorry. Do you have any final parting words for us, Jen?
Obama.